What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy Enlightened Luciferian coming at y'all once again. Thank y'all for viewing the channel. Pardon the background noise. If you do hear it in the background, my wife is in the shower. I mean, bathrooms in the room, whatever. You know, it is what it is. Don't pay no attention. It is what it is. Focus on the message, not the background noise. I have a hypersensitive microphone, so it is what it is. You can hear mosquito piss on cotton. But if you're watching this video around children, please remove them from your immediate vicinity, as my videos are not for children. You know what I'm saying? As much as we would love to educate our children, I have a penchant to use strong language during my videos, and my videos are not for children based on my channel content and the creator's content. Says no children. Tell them skedaddle to Seattle. They won't miss you. You know, just take maybe about 20, 25 minutes of your time. Now, as far as anything that's on my channel for what I say, this is for educational and informational purposes only. There's no room for conspiracy theory on my channel. There's no room for anything but good vibes only. Okay? So, trolls, all that, we ain't got time for that. Now that the children are out the way, this is a little bit more upon the premise of what we're dealing with today in today's society, in today's culture. And I'm giving y'all the heads up. I'm going to be the one to give y'all the heads up. See, I'm a person and an individual that looks toward the future. See, I never look at why things happen in an instant, but I know that majority of the society that we live in today is so disconnected from the future that a lot of people are starting to feel hopeless. Now, I know back in like 2020, 2021, I told y'all about Agenda 2025. Now, if you go back in my videos and you've been watching my videos and you've really been listening, not just watching, just listening to what I've been saying, a lot of what I've been saying in my videos has come to pass. But the reason why I say this is because I study these things. There's no conspiracy theory where you have black and white. You see what I'm saying? When you have black and white, when you have the plan, you understand how you're supposed to move accordingly because now you are prepared. That's why it's called pre. That means before. Don't wait until, you know, not the kids out the way. Don't wait till shit hits the fan to try to turn around and try to right things, okay? You must pay close attention to the game strategy that these people are playing. Now, me, I told y'all, like I said, 2020, 2021, all the way up into 2025. Look at what's been going on. And I've been saying this stuff. I'm not no prophet. I'm not no guru. I'm just a man who loves to read and pay attention to the close details and the context of what it is. Now, I know a lot of people were worried about the whole government shutdown and the EBT cancellation and just overall, just like panicking. People, let me tell you something. This is not by accident, okay? This is by design. When I tell you about the Hegelian dialectic, this is what it is. Problem, reaction, solution. It's just that way. The system creates a problem. We already know the problem is there. Government shutdown. You got people that are government employees. You got military personnel. You got government employees that are not being paid. And these are vital roles that are not being paid, right? And still required to work. What in the world, out of all the shutdowns we done been through over the years, I'm 37 years young, when in the world have you ever seen anybody get furloughed and still have to come to work? Now, people are getting fed up. Now, TSA, airports, they all gridlocked. You know what I'm saying? Then one of the most vital positions as far as air traffic controller for aircraft, airlines and stuff, those people aren't getting paid. They're not showing up to work. People ain't going nowhere. It's all a design. EBT crashing. Medicaid changing their premiums for people who are low income and have to pay higher premiums. All the while, your president, the one you voted for, if you voted, is sitting here building his own domain. right before your very eyes. No congressional oversight, no okay from the DOJ, no okay from any type of Supreme Court rule, none of that. Doing what it will. Now, I would say something stronger on here, but I'm not going to do that because that's how you get shadow banned. But I think a lot of people know where I'm going with this, okay? But if you really pay close attention, you know what I was hinting at, okay? So, the title of this video is called Agenda 2030, a plan for sustainable development. This is a real model, y'all. This is going to happen for the next 5 years. If you don't believe me, I'm letting you know right now. Care for me to read from the black and white. Let's go. The agenda is a plan of action for people, planet, and prosperity. It also seeks to strengthen universal peace and a larger freedom. We recognize that eradicating poverty in all its forms and dimensions, including extreme poverty. Pause. Before they can do that, they have to implement extreme poverty. See, there's a difference between being below the actual median household income and being totally broke. Okay? Being totally broke. Like you don't got nothing. And y'all think it ain't gonna come to America? You're right. It's the greatest global challenge and an indispensable requirement for sustainable development. Now, those who know about sustainable development, it's just a fancy way to say population control. Just keeping it real. All countries and all stakeholders acting in collaborative partnership. Sounds like a new world order to me, people. Will implement this plan. We are resolved to free the human race from the tyranny of poverty and want and to heal and secure our planet. We are determined to take bold and transformative steps which are urgently needed to shift the world into a sustainable and resilient path. As we embark upon this collective journey, we pledge that no one will be left behind. We, you see what I'm saying? Read between the lines with this one. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals and 169 targets, which we are announcing today, demonstrate the scale and ambition of this new universal agenda. They seek to build on the Millennium Development Goals and complete what they did not achieve. They seek to realize the human rights of all and achieve gender equality and empowerment of all women and girls. They are integrated and indivisible and balance the three dimensions of sustainable development: the economic, social, and environmental. The goals and targets will stimulate action over the next 15 years. Okay, people? Are you with me? The next 15 years in areas of critical importance for humanity and the planet. Pause. I suggest you start getting ready for the future. Because the future, the past that you once clung on to will never be the same. You'll never get that back. You might as well forget about it. Because it doesn't matter what you believe. If they believe it, it's going to happen. Trust me, they have a model. Most of y'all don't even have a plan about what y'all gonna do for the whole next month. Y'all still sitting here stressed over Thanksgiving and Christmas. I suggest you get that out your head. Real talk. It's nothing more than a consumer-based holiday to basically make you spend money that you really don't even have now. But do what you will. You don't have to take my advice. I'm just a guy with tattoos on his face. I don't know what I'm talking about. The goals and targets will stimulate action over the next 15 years in areas of critical importance for the humanity and the planet. 1, people. 2, planet. 3, prosperity. Let's start with people. We are determined to end poverty and hunger in all their forms and dimensions and to ensure that all human beings can fulfill their potential and dignity and equality and in a healthy environment. Planet. We are determined to protect the planet from degradation, including through sustainable consumption and production, sustainably managing its natural resources and taking urgent action on climate change so that it can support the needs of the present and the future generations. In other words, we want to control everything in regards to us making sure that we show ourselves to be the benefactors of humanity. But that's for people who read between the lines. Prosperity. We are determined to ensure that all human beings can enjoy prosperous, fulfilling lives and that economic, social, and technological progress occurs in harmony with nature. Sounds like the Georgia Guidestones to me. You know, the ones that so happen to be destroyed a couple years ago. And I know for a fact that I have a video on my channel about the Georgia Guidestones. That I do know. Let's talk about peace. You know, the one thing that everybody loves. We want some peace. We are determined to foster peaceful, just, and inclusive society which are free from fear and violence. There can be no sustainable development, i.e. population control, without peace, and no peace without sustainable development. I'll let you figure that out. Partnership. We are determined to mobilize the means required to implement the agenda through a revitalized global partnership for sustainable development, based on the spirit of strengthened global solidarity, focused in particular on the needs of the poorest and most vulnerable, and with the participation of all countries, all stakeholders, and all people. The interlinkages and integrated nature of sustainable development goals are of crucial importance in ensuring that the purpose of the new agenda is realized. If we realize our ambitions across the full extent of the agenda, the lives of all will be profoundly improved and our world will be transformed for the better. Now, this is 41 pages of this agenda from the United Nations. Did y'all not hear that it said particularly 15 years? You just made it through the first 5. You got 15 more to go of things rapidly changing successively to the end game. So you have to understand that when they say this, that the end justifies the means. It is the truth. This is going to happen. I'm letting you know right now. Part of my dog, she's in the cage and she gonna make noise, whatever. So, anywho, this is the truth, people. This is an agenda that's going to go on for the next 15 years. And you learned that in less than 13 minutes. See, when it comes down to it all, and when it comes down to it, you have to understand that for the most part, the facts are simple. New World Order. I can tell you right now, the next step, when it comes down to digital ID, which they already implemented in France, they already implemented in Nepal, they already implemented it in certain parts, they already implemented it in China. I mean, that was first. They're implementing this stuff. See, it's not about, see, they want to get you into a sense of fear because they want you to think that, oh, we're going to go to nuclear war. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. It's going to be a global partnership of everybody coming to a same consensus on what they call sustainable development. Notice the word sustainable, which means we're only going to take on what is necessary and the rest will drop off. Sustainable development. Look at those words. Get a dictionary, put them both together, mix it up in a pot, and there you go. It's not hard to tell. Like I said, I'm not fear-mongering or anything. This is in black and white. And it's going to happen, whether you believe it or not. Now, I know a lot of people get fearful because the thing is, society has programmed majority of people to be complacent. Yeah, I'm complacent. Yeah, I got my house. I got my car. I got my job. And, you know, you're living in a comfortable cage. What's going to happen in these next 15 years is going to shake, rattle, and roll you to a whole different new world agenda. You see what I'm saying? This has been planned for hundreds of years, if not thousands. If not thousands, people. And it's coming. I guarantee you. Revelation 13 talks about the mark of the beast. Right? Says you cannot buy or sell unless you got the mark. Y'all think that is not real? Sweden has well over documented that we know over 2,200 of its citizens already chipped, going into grocery stores using their biometrics as currency. Sweden already has it. Y'all are stuck thinking America is the richest country in this world. No, it's not. It's Sweden. Switzerland. That's where the IMF sits, International Monetary Fund, the Bank of World Settlements. America is just nothing more than a cog in a machine. It's not the richest country in the world. Please do not believe that. That is foolish. And they already got their citizens getting shipped up. And I'm telling you, when you become desperate, which you will, when you get hungry, if things start looking crazy, I'm just going to say, you just better pick whose side you on. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not no evangelist. I'm not none of that. I'm just going to let you know. You better pick out what side you on. Because it's going to come. The Pope was just gifted, just last month, a white horse. If I'm not mistaken, in Revelation, what did it talk about white horse? And upon him who sat what? Oh yeah, that was no mistake, people. But these are people who are outside of the loop on what's going on in the world and not just scrolling down timelines, mindlessly wasting their idle time and not paying attention to the world stage. I'm just here to tell you. Now, I'm not no guru, I'm not no prophet. I don't belong to no organization. I have no political leanings whatsoever. None. I'm just a man that likes to read. They said for the next 15 years. The next 15 years. Now, will cash disappear? No. Because it's a conduit. It's a medium of exchange. However, the amount of currency that can be dispersed in a society can be limited. So it won't disappear. It'll just be hard to find. Then those businesses that say cash only are going to grow scarce in number because digitization is going to take over in the next 15 years. You see what I'm saying? Digitization is going to take over in the next 15 years. So those stores will disappear. Amazon already predisposed by the year 2030, they're going to fire over 55,000 employees. And that's just a record number for just today. Who knows how they might feel within the next few months by January. The number could double. It all depends on how fast they work to implement it. And trust me, they're working very fast. You see what I'm saying? As far as federal employees, they'll become null and void. They already show you that right now. Even the United States military ain't getting paid. The safeguard of this country, of men and women who are supposed to be defending this country, are not getting paid. The ones who swore to uphold the Constitution, took their proclamation, are not getting paid. Y'all have to realize which direction this is going. And I'm going to tell you, within the next 15 years, woo-wee, what a roller coaster ride. Telling you, I'm not saying this to scare you. Trust me, I'm not the boogeyman. Halloween unpassed. I don't even celebrate. But I'm just letting you know. I'm reading from black and white, from the playbook. Bismillah. I'm reading from the playbook. Oh, we are not going down in war. It's going to be a bunch of posturing. Who got the most news? Who. As it says in the book of Luke, you'll hear about wars and rumors of wars. Rumors of them. Media flooded with all that stuff to keep you where you at. But the plan is still the same. Sustainable development. Very deep. Less than 20 minutes. I'm telling y'all, be as wise as serpents and as innocent as doves. You better be. But I'm telling you right now, the next 15 years, it looks bad now. But watch. Something's going to be offered society that's going to save them from all their woes. And millions upon millions will take it. That mark You want peace? Take the mark. You want food? I'll take it. Mark my words. But you don't have to believe me. Like I said, I'm reading from the playbook itself. Be vigilant. Be sober. Be vigilant. For your enemy, the devil, goes about whom he may devour. Seeking whom he may devour. It's not a game, y'all. But what a time to be alive. Because you could actually see this stuff play out in real time. Right before your very eyes. Things that you thought wouldn't happen are going to happen. It says, scripture, leaving off on this note before I sign off. It shall be as in the days of Noah. Look around you. Stay sharp. Stay vigilant. Anyone want to contact me via email. I have other videos I have posted previously. If it's your first time on this channel, please subscribe. You know, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button. So every time I drop, a video, you won't be outside the loop. But again, people, not a prophet, not a guru, not a fearmonger. I'm a man that likes to read. Gear up for the next 15 years. It's going to be a wild ride. Peace, light, love. Asians, fuck you. I'm out.